Are you going to create your own TikTok dance to it?
I think I have to.
Dude, I honestly feel like the biggest FU you can make is like you drop a song and you create your own dance and you're like, look at that. I created my own viral trend in my music.
Can't wait to get hit for two different things.
Yeah.
You suck. This dance sucks.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the 615 House Podcast. Chris Ruediger here. I am pumped because today's guest is a good friend of mine. We've known each other for a couple years now. Originally from Ohio. He's a country western creator known across social media. He's worked with a ton of rising artists, including Dylan Scott, which we're going to have to get into the Dylan Scott beef, as well as Ashley Cook, are they dating? And Bailey Zimmerman, who is now on tour opening up for Morgan Wallen. But it's my good friend, Mr. Caden McGuire. What's going on, dude?
What's up, man? I'm glad to be here.
Dude, it's good to see you, bro. You were, I know you were in an accident a couple weeks back, which I'm sure was scary, and I'm so glad you're okay. But how are the arms doing? We feeling all right?
Man, it's doing good. I just got to keep this little guy on for a little bit. My elbow's healing up. The guy are all stitched up and letting her get better. So I'm hoping here in about. Well, I'm probably going to be down for a while. I still got to get surgery because I got a bunch of glass stuck in my arm. So
damn, you got actual glass from the car stuck in your arm?
Like literal glass. Like, I can't really bend it here, but there's like a probably like the size of a quarter. I can feel for sure right here. But yeah.
So what are they doing to take it out? I mean, are they?
It's like orthopedic surgery. They just like cut them small incisions and just like I don't know, suck it out with some kind of straw or something.
Here's another piece. Here's another piece. Damn, dude. Obviously, the past couple of years has been probably a whirlwind for you getting on social media and. You know, I'm sure your life has changed. What were you doing prior to social media?
My whole life, like any other kid, I was like, I'm going to go to college and play sports because I was an athlete in school. And once I came to the conclusion, I'm like, you know what? I don't think I'm going to go pro. I'm not going to college. Screw that. So I asked my dad. He had a good job working at this construction company. I was like, hey, can you get me a job? And I was supposed to be going on senior trip. So I was like, I need to go on this trip with my friends and girlfriend.
Yeah.
Can I start next week? So I started and went from senior trip, came home, drove 8 hours back home, went right to work and started pouring concrete and did that for 5 years.
Pouring concrete? 5 years?
And forming, yep.
What were you pouring concrete? Mostly buildings or walkways or?
Everything, like sidewalks, forms like for buildings, footers, everything.
Damn.
Yep. I was a carpenter, so I did all the form work, poured all the concrete. I finished a lot because some of the guys were just lazy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of lazy people now.
There's lazy people everywhere, man, but especially now.
Yeah,
dude, so you were doing, that's blue collar work right there.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and was it your dad's company or were you working for?
No, it was a big company.
I
never thought in a million years I would get along working with my dad.
Yeah.
But he was like my best friend on the job site. When we worked together, we were on the same job site. It was like, we knew exactly what we were doing. It was like that family bond. It was like, he was throwing me this, he was throwing me that. I was giving this to him. It was just perfect.
Dude, I feel like there's this weird thing that happens with like your father growing up where at first like it's your dad and like he gives you orders and it's like, all right, so you listen to dad, right? And then eventually like a weird moment happens. It could be like 16, 18, whatever, where you just become friends and you're not like, it's the father-son relationship's more just like it's friend to friend.
Yeah, it is. That's why like now, well, with moving here, I don't get to as much, but I try to bass fish with him as much as I can. We are always fishing tournaments because, like, they're getting older, we're getting older. You never know when their last day is going to be. So I'm just always constantly like, I want to be on the water with my dad. I want to be on the water with my dad.
Yeah. Have you always been a big fisherman?
Yeah.
What do you like to catch?
Bass.
There you go.
It's like the only cool thing.
Yeah. You go deep sea fishing?
Dude, that is fun.
Yeah.
I've been deep sea fishing like 3 times, but something about just grinding on the lake to like learn the bass, figure out where they're at, how they're going to eat.
Yeah.
It's just different. It's like bow hunting.
You got to have patience too, dude. I remember my first, like, I fished a decent amount, but the first time I was fishing, be like 3-4 hours go by and nothing's biting. And I'm like, well, I already had a couple beers. I don't know what else to do, you know?
It can be rough. And a lot of people, they don't like it because they like to catch. But bass fishing, especially tournaments, sometimes it's rough.
Yeah.
It can suck.
Have you ever competed in a bass fishing tournament?
Yeah, I fished tournaments. Like, I've been fishing tournaments since I was a kid with my dad. So I grew up like learning how to do it. And then once I graduated, actually my senior year, I started to hardcore, like just like have this I like lived and died for it.
Yeah.
And I just started studying everything and learned a lot real fast. And I got like, in a humble way, like really good at bass fishing.
That's killer, man. So you're all right. So you're pouring concrete, fishing with your dad, and then what? How did you get on social media? What was the first post?
So my first post, actually, I downloaded TikTok at work one day because there was this chubby guy at work and we were pouring concrete. He's one of my good buddies. We were straight edging. We had a break in between trucks. He's like, dude, you gotta download TikTok. There's some babes on that app. So I'm like, all right, that don't sound bad. So I downloaded it and I got on. I saw like three girls twerking in a row, and I was like, is this all this app is? Like, is there any funny stuff, or is it just girls throwing their freaking butt around? Yeah. So I was like, nah, screw this. This is just going to get me in trouble. So I deleted it.
Let me ask you, though. Were you sliding on the girls' DMs?
No.
Look at you're a good man.
Dude, I went through a time where I was, like, real bad. And then I had, like, life happen to me. I got in a wreck. And I kind of opened my eyes to a bunch of things. And, like, I started to kind of find God through all that. So it kind of, like, opened my eyes to more than just, like, being stupid.
Sure.
So I kind of.
Do you think it was that one specific moment, or was it something that was kind of always you were building up to?
I mean, I've always been raised that way, but I never like actually knew what it meant until I like tried for my own.
Sure. So you're posting on social media, or mostly just watching girls? Sounds like.
No. Oh, so I deleted it back. Yeah, back to that. I deleted it.
So when did you actually post?
My first post
TikTok?
ever was a piece of scripture from the Bible.
Really?
Yep.
What'd it say?
It was a man. I forget what I said word for word. This would have been like 3 years ago, but I just got done giving a message to our youth at the church. Mm-hmm. And I went in. I was just sitting there. I'm like, I feel like I'm supposed to post this. And it was out of Genesis, which I never in a million years would have thought. Genesis 1. And I was like, God looked at all he created and said that it was good. And I just was like making people realize, like, when God creates you, he doesn't look at you and he's like, man, I did all right. I did decent. He's like, nah, I made you. That's good.
Damn.
That was my first post.
Did it take off to go viral?
It did.
Look at that. See, I would have thought it would have been one of your TikTok dances with you and the boys.
Man, I never danced. I used to be a guy that made fun of guys like me.
Look at that. You make fun of what you are now.
Yeah. Like I know I'm going to get hate comments.
Yeah.
And I think it's hilarious because I'm like, man, I would have said the same exact thing.
Right.
I'd have been sitting there with my buddies and I would probably would have said some stuff that I would have got canceled for. But I know they're going to come because I'm like, these guys that are saying it are just like me.
Yeah.
They're going to say the stuff that I would have said. But I'm like, I can't really do much about it. I'm the one dancing now.
Right. I hear you. Well, dude, we got our grub here, so we're gonna go get some Chick-fil-A action.
Can't wait for that.
We're gonna devour this, and then we're gonna get really into the thick of it here. We'll be right back. All right, we back. We just grubbed up a little bit. Yeah. Got that good old Chick-fil-A in our system. We gotta get down to it. So, you're posting on TikTok, right? You start to become friends with some guys in the Tratter House. You become friends with Blake Moore, right? Yep. So what's your deal with Blake Moore? Are you guys friends? Do you guys like each other?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna beat his ass.
Yeah?
No, I'm just kidding. Blake
well, what's the deal, bro? Are you like? I feel like you and Blake have beef.
No, me and Blake. So we went through this time where I lived in Texas with everyone. We got the house together. We all moved in. It was a blast, having fun, and it was just like, I'm like a country dude. Like, I love to bass fish. I love to hunt. Like, I love the outdoors.
For sure.
But down there in Texas, all there is to do is really, like, rodeo. All they have is the rodeos. And I can go to them every here and there and watch them and have fun, but I can't do it every weekend. I love to watch it and support the guys all day long. I got some good friends in it, but I can't watch it every weekend.
Why not?
I need to go fishing and hunting. Like, I got to do other things. And I know, like, if I try to force myself to just do it too much, I would not like it and want to go. And I was like, I don't want to ruin that for me. Like, Because whenever like PBR comes to Nashville, I'm all in. Like I love it. Got to go watch the guys ride.
Sure.
And whenever other big rodeos come around and I get invited to go, I'm like, heck yeah, I'm all in.
Right.
But I can't just do it every weekend.
And that's what Blake does every weekend.
No, I mean he can. He loves it. He loves him, Nick, Roy. They absolutely love it and live for it. But I can't watch it all the time.
I hear you.
I love it. The guys at rodeo, complete badasses. But for me, I'm like, it's not how I was raised, so I don't want to change who I am for that aspect.
For sure. I mean, I think like you just take it in doses, you know?
Yeah.
You think who do you think would win in a fight, you or Blake?
Blake knows better not to even try.
It's funny. He actually texted me beforehand and said that he wanted me to ask you that specifically.
See, I know he knows better.
Yeah. Interesting. Well,
Blake seen me mad once, and he like hid in his room.
Yeah.
He hid.
That's funny because he was texting me and he was mentioning how you were a little bit fragile and delicate.
BMO
that I had to be a little bit kind to you.
Room.
Yeah.
Actually, Nick punked Blake out once.
Did he really?
It was so embarrassing.
Damn. The truth comes out.
It was so embarrassing.
I wouldn't have taken Nick to be the top dog in that situation, but shout out to my boy Nick. Candy Crush guy's got a little fight in him.
Sugar Cube.
Yeah, right? Sugar Cube.
Sugar Crush.
Sugar
Crash.
Sugar Crash.
Crash.
Wait, so is it true that your buddy Nick has the 4th most viewed TikTok in the world?
I think third.
Third? That's freaking wild.
Yeah, it has like 60 million likes or something.
Unbelievable. Dude, meanwhile, I'm like, we're all struggling out here just to get like 60,000
well, TikTok
views.
ain't even the same no more. It ain't even the same now.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It is, dude. Dude, have you felt, let me ask you this. How do you deal with, in the world of TikTok where things are so up and down, like, do you have anxiety from TikTok?
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. And it's like it's a weird one because I see all this stuff, like, I don't let comments get to me because I think it's funny. But there's some people that whenever I go out, it's like they hold that, like this guy at the bar the other night. We went out, we were up top, and I guess it was something about like he commented something and I commented back to it, and he came up to me, he's like, "Remember me?" I'm like, "Who the hell are you?" Like he thought I actually knew who he was, but then he's like, "Remember this comment?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I remember that. I was laughing about it." And then he just like got so mad about it, and I'm like, "What is wrong with you, dude?" Damn,
dude. And that was from one comment on TikTok?
Yeah.
How often do you get recognized in public from TikTok?
Honestly, it is a lot.
Like, could you go out to a bar right now and be fine?
No.
So it's every day.
Mm-hmm. Like,
do you get annoyed? Do you like taking photos with people? Do you get annoyed by that?
Yeah, I do. I like the only time I don't like it is if I'm like at dinner. Like if I'm at dinner eating, please don't interrupt my meal and like my friends or family time. But like any other time, it's kind of like just part of it. Like if I never realized it either. I put it into perspective probably about a year ago. Like I had a girl, it makes me like actually get emotional, but she was like bound to term and like she was ready to kill herself and she came across my stuff and it like saved her life.
Really?
So like that was the moment I was like, man, there's actually people out there that struggle really hard and don't have like a support group around them. They don't have a community.
Yeah.
And maybe even it might just be a goofy, stupid dance video that I get hate for.
Right.
But if it can make one person happy, that's all that matters to me.
Dude, I was going to say, on a real note, like, isn't that the power of this app is like, think about all the people that shit on you and are constantly hating you, but then think about that one person whose life you're like changing for the better. I mean, and it's more than one, but there are people that probably wake up and are just getting through the day by entertaining themselves.
Yeah,
with
and it's
content.
crazy. It's mind blowing. Like sometimes, like whenever I meet someone and they like freak out that much and they'll like start crying, they'll tell me how much I've helped them. It makes me tear up because I'm like, I don't get to see that from my side of the phone. I don't get to see like how much struggle they're going through and how much hurt some people go through.
Sure.
So it like makes me feel good to like just like give them a hug and like comfort them for a minute and just get to like take a picture with them, make them smile a little bit and make them realize like, hey, I love you. You know, you're here for a reason. Realize that and just like own it.
As you should, man. That's noble, dude. Respect. Screw the haters. Take care of the ones you love, you know? Well, dude, the reports are in. The rumors are floating around. So what's the deal? Are you dating Ashley Cook?
Married.
Y'all are already tied up. Look at that. And I didn't get an invite to the wedding? What the heck?
Man, we went what's that called? Elope?
Yeah, elope.
Yeah, we went elope to Jason Aldean's.
There you go. Top floor, Jason Aldean's. Couple whiskey cokes in your system, and you're married.
Man, we had there was a lot of people. I still have people that think that me and Ashley are dating. Like,
y'all aren't dating though.
No,
y'all never dated.
Me and Ashley have never dated.
Did y'all ever
never kissed, never held hands, never went on a. We went to dinner once.
Sure.
As friends. It was the coolest little restaurant in the world.
Sure. All right.
You know what? It's that little restaurant. They bring out like a bunch of different little plates of food.
Like, yeah.
What's that place
like
called?
Like Catbird Seat?
I don't remember where it was at.
Yeah.
But, so, I definitely did flirt with her, though.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you flirted with Ashley Cook. There's no way you guys went to dinner just as friends.
Promise.
She
is an amazing woman, but I definitely did flirt with her, but I was like more afraid along the lines of like, I don't want to like go after somebody and like ruin a friendship in town being so new to town.
Sure.
So I was more along the lines of like trying to be friends.
That's the business and pleasure thing.
Yeah.
Like, would you date someone in the industry?
Oh yeah, 100%. She's 100%. Like, she is girlfriend material all day long. She's probably going to be one of like my good friends for a long time because she's so like down to earth. She's so humble. She's got great morals, easy to be around, easy to get along with.
Oh, for sure.
So she's going to make,
Ashley.
Yeah, she's going to make a dude very happy.
As if there's one female country artist that you could date right now, who would it be?
Man, he had to say it. Do I got to answer?
Well, I mean, look, we can keep this offline. We'll cut this out of the pod, right? Yeah, for sure.
No, we can put it in there. Lying.
We were still rolling.
Dang.
This is your chance right now. If you could call someone out on the spot, be like, "Yo, what up?"
There are some very beautiful women here in Nashville.
There are, dude. The women are incredible here.
That can sing. Honestly, Carrie Underwood.
That's a cop-out answer. We all knew that.
All right, fine. If I could date one person, I'm not like close enough. Like, whenever I date somebody, I feel like I have to get to know them well. And there's only
you'd have
people.
You'd have to like, I don't know, become friends maybe through TikTok and take them out to a dinner in Nashville and hang out with them, and maybe their initials are AC, for example.
Yeah, like Aaron Kraft, the basketball player.
Yeah, nice.
Wait, why did I just say that?
Yeah.
That's the first, like, I heard AC and I thought like
Aaron Kraft.
Yeah, but really, honestly, probably Ashley.
There it is. Truth comes out.
Sorry, Ash.
Look at that. What up, Ash? You got a guy. Dude, speaking of country artists, I saw that Dylan Scott calls you out online after you guys did your dance, and he was like, "Who the hell are these kids making TikToks and going viral for dancing and looking like, whatever, bunch of clowns?"
You want to hear my Dylan Scott impression on that?
Yeah, can I get your Dylan Scott impression right now?
He goes like this.
Let's go.
He had his hat on backwards like this. He goes, "When I moved to Nashville, there wasn't full-grown men doing TikTok dances on Broadway." That sound like him?
That's pretty good. There's like a pause in there. He's like, "When I moved to Nashville, there wasn't."
Yeah, for real. But
clowns doing that shit.
We were actually, me, Taylor, and Jaden, we were at Bridgestone with Dustin Lynch and Jelly. Jelly was not there that night. Dustin Lynch and who was there? I can't remember.
It was for that concert.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Dustin Lynch, Mackenzie Porter? And there's someone else opening up or something?
I feel like Chris Lane was there. No. Maybe it was. I can't remember. But Dustin was there, and we went to watch that, and his team's freaking awesome. And we were up top, and I saw the video, and I'm like, bro, Dylan Scott is talking about us. So I was like, that's actually pretty funny. So I was like, yeah, I mean, never did a TikTok dance on Broadway. Definitely done it a bunch of other places. And I hate doing it in public because I feel like a nerd. Like,
yeah.
There's definitely just dudes looking at me like, man, I would love to punch that guy in the head.
But now I saw you went on tour and you were dancing with Scott on tour.
Yeah. So after that, he like reached out. He's like, man, I hope you don't think that we're like making fun of you or whatever. We're just like, you know how it is. And I'm like, yeah, bro, no, I thought it's hilarious. You can dog on me all you want. Because Dylan.
Right. You guys have never met.
No, but he's one of the reasons, and I know a lot of people know, but he's like one of the reasons why my media started to blow up. Because I started this trend like 2 years ago. I'd get out of my truck. I'd come running around the corner like, yeah, that's my girl in the passenger seat. And I'd open up my truck and I'd grab my fishing rod out or I'd grab my bow out. Yeah. So people started doing all that with like their dog, their golf clubs.
Yeah, they're whatever they love to do.
Yeah, and it started blowing up. And then between that and Hooked, and it blew up. So getting to meet Dylan, to me, I was like fangirling.
Yeah, I mean, I would too. I love Dylan Scott.
Yeah, I was fangirling hard.
So what was the first thing you said to Dylan Scott when you met him?
First time I met him, we went to work out. We went to the gym. Me, Dylan, Ricky, Jake.
Yeah, you were like, hey, dude, you made fun of me on TikTok. I made fun of you. Let's go lift iron together.
Yeah. So I pull in. It's like 9 a.m. I pull in.
Yeah.
I walk around the corner, and Ricky and Jake are just like sitting there, like sneaking around. I'm like, what the freak are these guys doing? So I come walking around the corner with my gym bag. I'm tired as hell. I'm ready to bust some pre-workout. And here comes Dylan running around the corner of the van trying to scare me with a mask on. That's the first time I met Dylan Scott.
Yeah, Dylan Scott comes around the corner and tries to scare the shit
with a
out of you.
freaking mask on.
That's funny.
I almost punched him because it like scared me, but I was like, what the heck is this? And I like turned. I'm like, and he's just like, wow, dude, that was freaking lame. So I was like, all right, this guy's pretty cool. So we got to work out, talk a bunch about stuff. And then we started hunting all the time. And I mean, like me and Dylan and Ricky, we were grinding, hunting 3, 4, 5 times a week, morning and evening. And we just started to get to know each other. And I just like real quick got to realize like, wow, he's one of the most down to earth, humble, caring, family guys, like God fearing. He's just a straight up great dude. Yeah. All around great dude. I love
that. That's so awesome to hear, dude. You know? Especially just in an industry where, like, you know, a lot of times fame and, you know, fortune can kind of affect people. It seems like he's just a real good family man, which is awesome. Speaking of like people that you've gotten close with, I feel like you have been in day one on the rise of Bailey Zimmerman, and you guys have been boys. Talk to me. What's your relationship with Bailey Zimmerman?
Bro, Bailey is the dude. So the first time, this was like 2 years ago. We came to Nashville. Me and Blake came to Nashville, and we're going to go out. We were talking about going out and having a couple drinks, and Bailey comes up to us. He goes, we're going running with the boys. And I'm like, huh? I ain't running nowhere, dude. Screw that. And he's like, no, running. I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? I'm not going to no track or nothing. He's like, we're drinking. So ever since then, all of my friends, I got them all hooked on this Bailey Zimmerman. We're going running.
I like that.
It's not we're going out and drinking. It's we're going running.
That's hard.
So I met Bailey that day, probably about a little over 2 years ago, something like that. And we all just became real close. And ever since then, like, it was like right as he was like doing Never Coming Home stuff. And then
that was his like first one.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
That was his first song. And he would send us like, I remember I've had religiously his new song he just put out the other day. Yeah. I've had that song on my phone for like 2 years now, ever since he filmed it and he sent it to me. I love that song, dude.
That's a great song. I'm pumped for the whole album.
Yeah. So ever since then, I've been telling him like, dude, this song is freaking life changing. Like this is going to change people's lives. Yeah. And he's always been like really hard on himself because he's always like, I want it to be perfect. I want it to be perfect. I want it to be perfect. I'm like, bro, you're good. Believe in yourself. It's going to happen. And it's been just crazy to like watch Bailey just like become Bailey Zimmerman.
Yeah. It's unbelievable. I've never seen an artist rise so quickly as Bailey Zimmerman.
It's been crazy.
And I will say he's gotten a lot of hate online lately because of his performances live, which is, I want your take on that. I mean, you've hung out with the kid. Bailey can sing. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Dude, he's got insane vocals. Insane. Here, let me just play this one clip.
Yeah, dude.
Let me play this clip. This was
I want to prove all these haters, all these people sitting behind their phone being like, yo, Bailey Zimmerman can't sing. Like,
Dude.
you've heard the kid. I've heard the kid. I mean, he's got a hell of a voice.
Dude can rip. Man, my wrist hurts so bad from that, Rick. But yeah, the dude can straight up sing. There we go. Listen to this.
This is Bailey Zimmer 2021.
Shit. What is it? I feel no shame. Okay, here we go. I feel no shame. I'm proud of where I came from. I was born and raised in them. That's gonna fuck.
Like somebody's like, that's gonna go the distance. That's unbelievable.
That was like just us standing in his living room.
Dude, it's his rasp, man. It's just it's freaking awesome. Well, dude, I wanna jump in and I wanna play this game. So we got Ariat, right? They're sponsoring us for the whole merch, the gang, right?
Go get you some.
And here's the deal: we're gonna go rapid fire questions. We're throwing a minute on the clock right now. High stakes. So here we go. Kicking it off. Favorite country artist right now?
Bailey Zimmerman.
What is your go-to karaoke song?
Your man, Josh Turner.
I love that, Deep Josh. Favorite TV show?
Impractical Jokers.
We're gonna talk about that later. Be invisible or fly?
Invisible.
Really? Most people say fly. What is your favorite boot toe shape?
Huh?
Boot toe shape?
Oh, boot toe.
Yeah.
Square.
Square?
Yeah.
All right. Look at what I got. I got these
Yeah,
guys
clean.
going on. That's clean. How many days a week do you wear boots?
Depends on what I'm doing.
Yeah, I get that. Are you more of a cowboy hat or are you a baseball hat?
Baseball hat guy.
I got to be a baseball hat.
Yeah.
Who's your celebrity crush?
Carrie Underwood.
Ooh, Miss
Or
Carrie.
Ariana Grande.
Ooh, I like that. Are you a talker or a texter?
FaceTime.
FaceTime. And are you and Ashley Cook dating?
I wish. No, I'm just kidding.
And that's all the time we got, folks. Look at that. Rapid fire questions with Ariat. That was nice. Dude, it's been freaking awesome having you on here. I have to ask you this. I wasn't going to ask, but I'm just curious. Do you sing?
A few times. Yeah, I sang on stage with Dylan.
Yeah. How'd that go?
Not bad, honestly.
Have you thought to ever put out a song?
Yeah. Actually,
Yeah.
it's coming out.
Let's go, dude.
Out.
What's
Down
that?
Bad.
Down Bad.
It's called
the name of the
Down
song.
Bad.
Yeah, we got a song Down Bad coming out by Caden McGuire. Are you going to create your own TikTok dance to it?
I think I have to.
Right. Wouldn't
But
that
I mean,
just be...
Every girl at the bar, they know exactly what they're doing. They go up to every dude. They're like, flirt for about a minute. Every dude's like, I'm getting lucky tonight. Free drink.
Right.
Boom. Now, guess what? My rent money's gone. I'm down bad, and I got played all in the same night.
Yeah, it's terrible. Dude, I honestly feel like the biggest FU you can make is like you drop a song and you create your own dance and you're like, look at that. I created my own viral trend in my music.
Can't wait to get hate for two different things.
Yeah.
You suck. This dance sucks.
Do you hate being referred to as a TikToker? Or do you
Can't
like
stand it.
Really?
Can't stand it. But I know it's going to happen.
What would you prefer being called?
Caden.
That's real.
Yeah. Or like, I don't know. I hate like the term influencer, social media.
I can't stand the term influencer.
No.
Dude. But I would just say like you're a
But,
personality. You're
yeah.
like
And if people ask me, they're like, what do you do? I'm like, if I told you, you wouldn't believe me. I'm like, I just do social media stuff. And
right.
I mean, people don't realize there's a lot of stress and crap that comes with it.
For sure.
So
There's a ton of stress. I mean, talk to me a little bit about that. Like,
dude, it's always constant.
I hate when people say, "Oh, you're a social media person, right?" And they don't understand the work that goes into it. Like,
yeah.
Talk to me. What is a typical day for you as a social media creator?
Well, it used to be wake up and go to the gym, but I can't go to the gym right now.
Yeah,
because I got one arm. So I kind of wake up, lay in bed for a little bit. Usually read a little bit of scripture, get a shower, eat, wake up, and just kind of like. Usually I have something planned. Like I've been doing a lot of writing recently, so usually I've been trying to write like anywhere in the morning, midday, or really late. I'm a big fan of like real late stuff, just like vibing, going on track, and just kind of hanging out with your boy. But then if everyone's there, like Creesh, Taylor, it really all depends on if everyone's at the house. Because everyone's just everywhere all the time.
I was gonna say you live with Taylor Holder and Cowboy Creesh.
Yeah, so it just depends. Like if everyone's at the house, we'll get together and be like. Dude, I wish there was a camera that filmed us as we did
You
these.
guys need a camera that just is constantly running around the house.
Yeah.
So you can just get those natural moments.
We might have something cool coming soon.
Really?
Maybe.
Y'all gonna get like a YouTube show or something going?
It's cooler.
Really?
Cooler.
Oh boy, you heard it here.
I think. No promises.
Caden
but cool.
McGuire is starting an OnlyFans.
That is not happening.
Unbelievable.
Ain't no
Would
way
you do
that's-
it?
Never.
You know how much money you can make though, huh?
Yeah, but I got like a future wife to have.
And
you know?
try telling little Tommy like, hey, this is how Dad bought his mansion. Was
Yeah,
OnlyFans.
Yeah, I got a future wife to
I
have
get
one
it.
day. I can't have her be going like
I know, but the money's there,
yeah.
dude.
more like people make a load of money from it, but I don't care that much about money to do that.
Oh, for sure. Look, I stick to you being who you are, making great content. Maybe putting out some music. Sounds
I
like.
think it's coming.
This is the last question I'm gonna ask you, and I ask everyone. I just love showing support to our community in Nashville,
Yeah.
country music as a whole.
Heck yeah.
Give me 3 artists that you're fired up about right now that you're listening to. Not just like, politically,
Yeah.
oh, I like this person. 3 people you'd crank their music. Like, who are the 3 rising artists in Nashville you're listening to?
The 3 rising artists, like they're starting to come up right now.
Or who are 3 artists in Nashville that you're cranking on your radio?
Bailey Zimmerman,
Okay.
Dylan Snyder.
I like Dylan.
Dylan Snyder. Me and him got a crazy story together too. And man, there's so many. I can't. That's like the only way I listen to country music is like windows the freak down, turn it up,
Sure.
throw Chew in, and just cruise down the freaking road.
I hear you.
But if I got to throw a third one
If
in
you were
there,
going
man,
gun to your head, you got one more.
dude, I really like me some Dylan Scott. But
Yeah.
then again, I throw him Back in the Saddle by Ashley.
Yeah.
It's freaking,
And you're right back in the saddle. You're right
Yeah.
back to date 1 with her.
yeah. I mean, I'm just always like, I don't know. Lainey Wilson
Yeah.
all the way up. Dylan Marlowe all the way up.
Dude, Marlo's the truth, man. I mean, it's just a great list of
Yeah.
people on the rise,
John Langston. Dude, all of you, everyone I listen to is just like,
For sure.
man, you can't not listen to, I can't just like, unless I'm like, listen to a demo or something.
Yeah.
But if I'm turning on a dang song, dude, it's all the way.
Oh, for sure.
Like, make people through town mad.
Caden McGuire, dude, pumped to hear your music. Always pumped to get to chat with you. I think it's so cool when we get to talk off camera and
Yeah.
just learn a little bit more about you and what you're doing.
Do some running.
We're gonna do some writing. Maybe we'll go bass fishing sometime together. Maybe we'll
Writing.
write a song while bass fishing.
Dude, I just talked about that with Noah the other day.
That could be a trip right there, dude. If we got a bunch of people together and all went bass fishing and, got your next album out
Like,
of
just like loop a track, put it on the boat, just like fish.
it. Right. That'd be sick, dude. Well, let's talk about it. But y'all, Caden McGuire, check him out. You're the man, dude. I appreciate you stopping by.
Heck yeah, bro. Thank you for inviting me, and I'm pretty pumped.
Anytime.